At 0300 hours on November 14th, 1942, Christiaan Lindemans sat in a Gestapo interrogation cell in Utrecht with 3 broken fingers and a dislocated shoulder. 28 years old, a former boxer, a man who had already moved 47 Allied airmen through occupied Europe. On the table sat a hand-drawn map, rail junctions, garrison positions, supply depots across a 200-kilometer corridor, the kind of map that could save thousands of lives, or end his. They didn't know about the second map. Lindemans, known to the resistance as King Kong, had been running agents for the SOE since the German occupation in May 1940. Not trained intelligence, a mechanic who spoke 4 languages and owned a motorcycle. 3 weeks earlier, working with a forger in Eindhoven, he had transferred topographical data onto the inner lining of a leather belt, and a chromium-based solution fixed ink into the fibers at a molecular level. The belt passed every physical inspection. The maps were invisible unless treated with a developing agent held only by SOE handlers in London. So they broke his fingers looking for something that wasn't there. He gave them names, false ones prepared in advance, a counterintelligence technique called the poisoned well. Every name led to safe houses already emptied, to couriers who didn't exist. Each failed manhunt eroded trust between the SS and their informant network. He took the pain because the belt stayed on his waist the entire time. On the 4th day, they released him. Insufficient evidence. Lindemans crossed into Belgium on foot. 72 hours later, belt intact. Yet the intelligence he carried detailed Wehrmacht repositioning along the Dutch-Belgian corridor, troop movements Allied planners used directly in preparations for Operation Market Garden in 1944. His handler in London wrote one line in the debrief: "Asset delivered, asset functional, asset will not discuss detention period." Lindemans died in a Dutch prison in 1946. Before his case ever went to trial, the belt was never recovered. The map on the interrogation table, the one they tore apart, was blank. He'd drawn it himself that morning as a decoy. A boxer's instinct. Keep their eyes on the hand that isn't moving. If this story stayed with you, hit the like button. Subscribe for more forgotten histories. Drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. Thank you for keeping these memories alive.